Hi guys, this is a video for PA305. Today I'm going to be presenting my personal identity video production, and along with it I'm going to have a PowerPoint, but hopefully for the video I can edit some slides onto the video so you guys don't have to like pull it up and go through it. If you do want to go on the PowerPoint, by all means it's going to be linked down either below or on Blackboard. So yeah, like I said, or I didn't even say, my name is Saul Reyes. I am PA305. My major is administration, but my concentration is public administration. Real quick, the first picture I have is me, 3 years old. I look exactly the same. I get that all the time. My family was living in Boyle Heights, and then the picture on the right is just me a couple of months ago. I had to dress up for a presentation. So just some typical information. Like I said, my name is Saul Reyes. Silverio is my grandpa's name. My parents gave me that name because I had the same skin color as my grandpa, and he's a really old school Mexican, hardworking man. So everything I do, I like to say that I like to bring up my middle name because I feel like it represents me and who I am. My first job was Chick-fil-A kitchen team member. I still work there. It's been 4 years. I got the job when I was 16, and I think it's a great first job, and hopefully it's my only job. My future dream career is to become a detective and law enforcement supervisor. Ever since I was a kid, I always thought I would be a cop or something along those lines, and I honestly don't see myself doing anything else other than that. I picked public administration because you never know if you can become a cop, like something health-wise comes up, or it's just like too hard on your body. Public administration would be a very good career to fall back upon. I've been living in Eastville since I was around 3 or 4. It's about a 28-mile commute to Cal State San Marino, 30 to 40 minutes with no traffic, about an hour with traffic. The commuter life is real. Props to anyone that has to commute like me. It can be difficult, but I love driving, so it's not too bad for me. Another thing is I am part of Generation Z. I am a 1998 baby. I am only 20 years old, but I feel like I'm a young soul trapped, or an old soul trapped in a young body. I get that a lot. I get that I'm mature, and I feel, and like when they talk to me, it's like I'm talking to an old man, and I'm okay with that. I've always just been a mature kid. Um, some quick hobbies. I love trying new foods. I think foods are a good way to understand another person's culture. You may not look the same, but you can appreciate the same kind of foods, and I think that's really cool. I also love watching any type of movies, romantic comedies, action, suspense, horrors. I'll watch anything. I think if you ask someone what their favorite movie is, I think it depicts who they are pretty well, and you can know a lot from just what their favorite movie is. Another thing I'd like to bring up is that I love video games. I've been playing video games since I was 3 or 4. Had the PS2, PS3, PS4. I think video games as a community is very good because it's a worldwide phenomenon, and even if you don't like the same kind of games or the same kind of genres, I think just the fact that you're a gamer and someone else is a gamer, I think it's something to share, and I think that's very interesting. Some roles I play in. I'm a middle child. I'm an only boy. I have a younger sister that's middle school, and my older sister went to University of San Diego. Right now she's in Ecuador, volunteering her time at a leprosy hospital and like an adoption agency. I have a lot of Mexican cousins. I am Latino, Chicano. Um, I think for Mexicans we have a smaller family, but still you have like 10 to 12 cousins on each side, and it's pretty cool. A group I would associate myself with is Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A has been a very great job and opportunity I have. They have tons of scholarships and opportunities, and they help me they work with me on my school schedule, and I really appreciate that because sometimes, uh, especially at Cal State San Marino, we're quarter system, so you got to schedule change every like 12 weeks. I think working in general has helped me improve like either socially or academically even because it encourages you to work hard at school. Most of us are college students, and then we also have working class, and then we also have families. So I would put that in a group in itself. We are all part of that group, and I appreciate that. Um, I also have a group of friends from high school. We're all of different colors and different backgrounds. I don't really have a lot of friends at San Marino unless you're in my classroom. Then I consider those friends. But those guys are probably my biggest groups of friends. Some identities I would consider is I identify as a Dodgers fan. Lots of Mexicans are Dodgers fans. I also identify myself as a USC football team fanatic, and of course a Cal State San Marino Coyote. I also have an identity of Hispanic and Latino background. I don't like Mexican food. That's like the one thing I it's like really bad. I get that a lot. I get a lot of hate for that. But I think there's the biggest stereotype is that Mexicans are lazy and they just don't do a very good job. And I honestly see the complete opposite of that. In Chick-fil-A in the morning, for sure, there's just a bunch of Mexican old ladies working tirelessly, working overtime, just to get food production out and everything. And I think those ladies are probably the hardest working people I've ever met. Along with my family, we come from a long line of farmers and hardworking people. And my grandpa and grandparents, every time they have a birthday or something or a celebration, they always emphasize that we got to go to school and get our education, and they work their tails off so we can have an opportunity. And they will be very proud of us to succeed. It doesn't matter if you're educated or not. Just as long as you're trying your hardest, then I think you're successful. And I think that's a very good plan of silver lining to have. Is just because, especially for Hispanics, like a stereotype is we're lazy. But as long as you try your hardest and you put your best foot forward in anything you do, I think that's something to be proud of, and you represent our name very well. Especially my last name is Reyes. It's fairly common around them. It's common and rare, but if I ever meet a Reyes, I just hope that like they have the same kind of values and beliefs as I do. And if they don't, that's fine. But I just think that any Hispanic, they gotta represent Hispanics as best as they can. So just to conclude my presentation, I'm excited to join PA 305. I hope to graduate in the fall of 2019. Just because the process to become a police officer, with all the background checks and all the testing, takes about 8 months to just get into the academy. And so the faster I can graduate college is the faster I can just put that aside and then submit my application, and hopefully the process will get as fast as I can. I'm only 20, but I feel like I'm like dead weight. I feel like this is like when I should be starting to make money. But, things come in time, and hopefully this class can teach me some things about diversity and healthy ways to help people. I would like to say. I feel like I'm already pretty good at that, but there's always something to learn, and that's something I appreciate about Cal State San Marino. So hopefully you guys have a great quarter, and thanks for watching.